You're watching Two Button Crew.
The daily show for Nintendo fans.
It's a good day to be a Nintendo fan.
Indeed. And it's even better than it was 100 years ago.
Yeah. Wait, Nintendo didn't exist 100 years ago?
Well, of course it did.
Really?
It did indeed.
Let's sit myself down for a history lesson.
Yes. So
Actually, can I help with that?
yes, what
Okay.
yeah, we'll teach each other on this.
So
We'll
Nintendo did not come out in 1985 with the NES. They were founded in 1889
Yes.
by Mr. Yamauchi. They originally produced handmade Hanafuda playing cards.
Indeed. Of which, I mean, this probably wasn't handmade, I'm not sure. But we do have some Hanafuda cards here from the Club Nintendo collection.
If it was handmade, then that would surely explain the coin price.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
Let's see a few cards, please.
Yeah. Take some out.
Because Hanafuda is not like a style of regular playing cards. It's its own game.
Yeah.
So it's got its own rules, its own unique cards. I mean, look at these. They're skinny
beautiful.
littles.
They're skinny little boards.
Mm-hmm.
They got pretty flowers and ribbons on them.
Yeah.
And of course,
It's about flowers, right?
yes, and some of them, these special edition ones, have the Nintendo characters on them, like
Mm-hmm.
probably kill the focus, but Bowser and Luigi.
Now in
Oh, I can't see
in 1889,
Yeah.
they didn't have Nintendo characters. So this is a modern reprinting, redesign.
Right, these characters did not exist back then.
So back then, they were just flowers.
Just flowers and
So
animals.
I wonder how much Nintendo Hanafuda flower cards go for on eBay these days. That
They
would be-
are pretty spendy.
Yeah.
I've looked into it, and they're kind of spendy.
Okay. So we've played Hanafuda before, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's how Nintendo got their start.
Indeed.
What's something else that Nintendo did?
So Nintendo not only did playing cards, which they still do,
Mm-hmm.
they also did cabs. So cabs in Japan, and also
Hey-o, Nintendo.
Yes. I don't know if I'd go like God. That's maybe a little bit insensitive.
Nintendo picked me up today. I'll be right there.
Yes.
Hitler. That's how the Nazis got around.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So
Where
anyway,
were we?
they also did love hotels, which may seem pretty inappropriate, but it wasn't just used for what you might think it was used for, but it's also used by businessmen who just needed a place to rest.
Businessmen
Really-
who loved their jobs.
Yes, that's why they call them love hotels. They love their job so much that they didn't want to go
Yeah.
all the way home.
Mm-hmm.
They want to stay in town
But in
Just
other
for the
words,
night.
you could pay for it by the hour.
Yeah.
So.
by the hour hotels.
Also,
Nintendo.
aside from video games, Nintendo of America is still currently the majority owner of the Seattle Mariners.
That's right.
The baseball team.
That's why if you're watching a Mariners game and you look in the background, there's always Nintendo ads playing.
I think there should be a Mario mascot instead of whatever it is.
The moose.
Bozo the moose.
Bozo. I'm not actually sure the moose's name, but yeah.
So Nintendo is originally named Nintendo Playing Card Company, but why did they choose that name?
They felt that limited them, and I think we can say now that if we had to say Nintendo Playing Card Company
Right.
every time we talked about them, that it'd be a little bit limiting. So they
Yeah.
changed it to Nintendo Co.
Yes.
And that's when they started experimenting with video games like the color TV games. And even before that, they had rice. They sold rice and did TV networks and stuff like that.
And Nintendo itself means leave luck to heaven.
Yes.
Which is a pretty cool name. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
No, I'm not sure anybody now knows exactly what that means, but
Leave luck to heaven. I don't know. Like pray for stuff instead of trying to get lucky.
I guess. But they were helping people get lucky, apparently.
Yeah.
Bad joke. I apologize.
Okay, so in review,
Yes.
rice, love hotels, cabs, playing cards,
nothing to do with video games up to this point. The
Yes.
video game stuff came later.
And they actually still hold playing card tournaments in Japan.
Yes, they still do this.
And there's a turning point for the company in 1973. They made a standalone light gun game, and it was received really well. So when you think about Duck Hunt, it actually had precedence. Nintendo had developed similar technology and made it in its own type of like arcade thing, and it was a big hit. I mean, Duck Hunt was.
Yeah.
But even before Duck Hunt, people were just amazed by that.
Yeah, the light gun fad was popular in the 70s. I mean, this is especially early. I think even later in the 70s and early 80s,
Yeah.
the light guns really started taking off. So it's incredible that they got in on the stuff early.
Mm-hmm.
Even up till now, they still have, well, I mean, the Wii Remote is basically a cooler version of the light gun.
Yeah. So then they're like, wow, this gaming thing
Yes.
could really be good for us.
It can kick us off and we can expand more, which is apparently what they wanted to do with they went from playing cards to rice.
Yeah.
So
They're
they
like, hey, they like this light gun stuff. Quit the rice production.
yeah, no more rice, no more Nintendo
Yeah.
rice.
And then Billy in the field was like, oh man,
Yeah,
no more plucking grains.
it killed jobs. Nintendo.
Yeah.
We actually don't know any of this, but that's when the Color TV game and the Game & Watch came out.
Which, what even is Color TV game? Game & Watch is still celebrated.
I honestly don't know.
Color
I
TV.
think it was like, it might have been like a color version of Pong, but I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Like, I've heard of this thing,
Yeah.
but I'm honestly not sure. I've never seen it played.
So that's just a brief overview of Nintendo's history. So like I said about the Game & Watch, some things really have stuck with the history. And
Yes.
Hanafuda and things.
Yeah.
But you never hear any Nintendo rice in jokes. And they're obviously not talking
No.
about some other things as well.
No.
But what does this history say about Nintendo?
One thing that I think it says about Nintendo is, first of all, that they're going to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo is always adapting and trying to innovate, and I think that they don't want to just stay with the same thing. They want to, do something new.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think it says that they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They've been around for over 100 years.
Yeah.
And they're not going anywhere because they can adapt, and because it's still in the family. Like, it's still, even though they have different presidents, they still have the Yamauchi family owning the company.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
I think it says just to remember that they do more than video games. They've been doing things other than video games for the larger part of the company's lifespan.
Yeah.
So things like Amiibo aren't really a surprise, and I'm sure that they're also working on other things. Quality of life, we've talked about that before, but they shouldn't be limited or underestimated.
No,
So,
not at all.
Yeah.
And I think this is really cool to see this, because when we think of other video game companies, we either see them starting out in video games, like most do nowadays,
Or at least electronics.
or at least electronics,
Yeah.
like Sony or companies in Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this says something about this company, is they're like, let's just start something new.
Yeah.
And the video games are just a part of that. So
Also, I think, it goes to show that Nintendo really listens to their fans, because they stick with what works and what's received well. And you could say that's just they're doing more of what makes money. But I think Nintendo did go through a period of not listening to their fans during the Wii.
yeah,
Because they were going after a different audience. But I'd say that's the exception. Other than that, Nintendo's done a really good job listening to us lately.
Absolutely.
Even putting online polls, asking us what we want, giving us Miiverse communities to discuss what we want and stuff like that. So I'd say overall, that's been how Nintendo functions.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so
I think that's awesome.
I don't know what else to say. I would like to track down some old Nintendo cards, a bag of rice. I'd settle for that.
That'd be one nasty bag of rice. Of course, rice keeps really well, but
Wouldn't that be meta to like dry out a 3DS you had dropped in the toilet in a bag of Nintendo rice. I mean, they could still sell rice. There's still a market for that in electronics.
That's true.
Has rice ever saved your bacon?
Are you meaning my actual bacon or my metaphorical bacon?
Like your phone.
Oh, no.
I've used it.
You've used it?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yes.
Oh.
If you ever drop an electronic, put it in a bag of rice.
Yes. To me, that just sounds like a hipster thing to do. Like a Nintendo hipster would have like a Nintendo bag of rice in their house. Like, you know.
Probably paid $5 for it or something.
I was into Nintendo before they were cool. Before they did video games. Yeah, that's weird.
So, let's just continue being Nintendo fans as Nintendo continues to make history.
Here's to another 100, however many years.
We'll be here to document it each weekday.
You better believe it.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and if you liked what you saw, please do share it.
We'll see you next time.
Signing off.